From the group of problems from 9 to 14, I'm going to do question number 10. I'm asked to write the fraction 5/6, but using an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 24. We did this a different way when we talked about equivalent fractions on the number line. I'd like to show you a shortcut now. I want to write this fraction 5/6 as an equivalent fraction, but one where the denominator is 24. I'm allowed to multiply any number I want at any time by the number 1. 5/6 times 1 is still 5/6. I haven't changed its value at all by multiplying it by 1. Let's find a way to write the number 1 so that the value is still the same, but we end up with the denominator of our fraction being 24 instead of 6. If I multiply 6 by 4, I'll get 24. How can I write the number 1 as a fraction with a denominator of 4? I can write it as 4/4 because 4 divided by 4 is 1. This is really 1. So I'm still multiplying the fraction 5/6 by the number 1. It's just that my choice of the number 1 has been chosen very creatively so that I can get 24 in the denominator. Here I'm saying times 1, but when we multiply fractions, we multiply the numerator straight across and the denominator straight across. I've already multiplied the denominator straight across because I've had to choose the form of 1 by figuring out what denominator I had to multiply 6 by to get the denominator I wanted. So I'm sort of stuck using 4, but if I use 4/4, I'm really using 1. Here's my denominator. What's my numerator? Well, what's 5 times 4? It's 20. So the fraction 5/6 can be written as an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 24 by multiplying the denominator by the 4 that you must use to get 24, and then multiplying the numerator also by 4. It doesn't matter what the top ends up being. What we were asked for was to make sure the bottom was 24. And we very creatively chose to multiply our original fraction by 1 so that the value of this new fraction is the same as the value of the old one. That was question number 10. Look at question number 20. Here we're asked to write the fraction 2/3 as an equivalent fraction with a denominator 60. So I want this fraction to be equivalent or equal in value to this fraction here. But my new fraction must have a denominator of 60. I'm going to use the same trick as I used the last time. I'm going to multiply 2/3 by the number 1. But I'm going to use a form of the number 1 that will allow me to achieve 60 in my denominator. Instead of 1, let's write some number over itself. Any number divided by itself is 1, but we want to choose the right number to multiply by 3 so that we get 60 in the denominator. 3 times what is 60? Well, that's 20. Now that I've chosen 20 for the denominator, I must also use 20 for the numerator. If I arbitrarily choose some other number for the numerator, then I'm not multiplying by 1. I've already multiplied 3 by 20 to get 60. Let's finish the problem by multiplying 2 by 20. 2 times 20 is 40. So this is my answer. This is the equivalent fraction to 2/3 that has the denominator 60. So that was question number 20.